Hello, K2. I'm back with a story. I chose this book. It's called Earth. Since we're doing a space unit this week, I would like to teach you a little bit about the Earth. I know you know a lot, but here's some fun facts in here. So your job is to look at the picture, listen to the words, and try and figure out some of the facts that I'm going to read to you. And then we're going to pick out some vocabulary words and then talk about the story at the end. So I hope you can see. All right, the title is Earth, and the author, his name is Cody Crane. He put all the words in our story. Let's explore Earth. Does this planet look familiar? It is Earth. More than 7 billion people live here, and you are one of the many. Many plants and animals live on Earth too. Our planet is special. It has water, air, and sunlight. Everything creatures need to live. Check out that picture. Isn't that cool? And then this is the character in the story. His name is Rocket. I am Rocket. Let's explore this beautiful planet together. It is Earth, your home. This word says clouds. There's a picture of some clouds. This word says water, and this says land. Earth inside and out. Earth is a big ball of rock, about 8,000 miles wide or 13,000 kilometers wide. Inside our planet has many layers. Earth's super hot inner core is at its center. It can get hotter than the surface of the sun. Beyond that is the outer core. And then there is the mantle. Earth's crust is a thin outer layer that sits on top of the mantle. So let's check out this picture. This word says crust, Earth's thin outer layer. This says mantle, and the mantle is made up of gooey rocks. This says outer core, layer of hot melted metals, and the inner core contains super hot solid metals. It can reach, wow, 12,600 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that's kind of a cool picture though. Check out this picture. It says Earth has about 1,500 volcanoes on land. Even more volcanoes exist beneath the ocean. Lava erupts from a volcano on an island off the coast of Africa. Earth's crust is made up of giant slabs of rock called tectonic plates. These plates float on top of melted rock in the mantle. Moving plates can rub against each other. That can trigger earthquakes. Plates can push together to form mountains. Melted rocks can erupt from beneath plates, causing volcanoes. In this picture, it says the Hawaiian Islands are actually the tops of underwater volcanoes. That's cool. Earth's land is divided into 7 continents. They are surrounded by water. There's more water on our planet than land. Oceans cover 2/3 of Earth. They are filled with salt water. There are rivers, lakes, and ice too. They contain fresh water. Water is something all life needs to survive. And Rocket is saying Earth is the only planet known to have large amounts of flowing water on its surface. Check out this page. This is pretty too. It says coral reefs like this one are filled with sea life. On this page, the atmosphere looks like blue haze surrounding the Earth. And Rocket says there's no air in space. And that word says atmosphere. An atmosphere surrounds our planet. It contains the air we breathe. It protects us by blocking dangerous rays from the sun. Those could be harmful to life. The atmosphere stops space rocks headed for Earth. Most burn up in the atmosphere before they can crash into the planet. Shooting stars are really space rocks called meteors. They burn up as they pass through Earth's atmosphere. Welcome home. The sun is the center of our solar system. Earth and 7 other planets, now they're not counting Pluto, which would be 8 other planets, orbit around it. Earth's distance from our sun makes it just right for life. It does not get too hot or too cold. And Rocket says Earth is the 5th largest planet and the 3rd planet from the sun. Earth is one of 8 planets in our solar system. And again, if you are counting Pluto, some scientists count Pluto, some do not. We have 9 planets. Heat from the sun makes life on Earth possible. The same is true for its light. Plants need sunlight to grow. Plants then become food for animals. Other creatures hunt plant-eating animals. Without sunlight, none of those living things, including us, would exist. And this says millions of types of plants and animals live on Earth. These mountain gorillas are found in Africa. Planet on the move. It takes Earth 365 1/4 days to orbit the sun. That is 1 year. Earth is also spinning as it moves along the path. It takes Earth 24 hours to make 1 spin. That is 1 day. Different parts of the planet face the sun as Earth spins. It becomes day there. It becomes night when those parts of Earth turn away from the sun. Rocket says Earth spins at about 1,000 miles or 1,600 kilometers per hour near its middle. I bet you never notice. And down here it says electric lights from cities can be seen glowing on the nighttime side of Earth. Earth's seasons. Earth's tilt creates seasons. The seasons are opposite in areas above and below the equator. This says sun. This says the North Pole. It says the sun never shines directly on the North and South Pole. It is always cold here. The top half, this is the equator. So the top half from the equator up, this region is tilted furthest from the sun. It is winter here. From the equator down, this region is never tilted very far from the sun. It is always warm. And the bottom half, this region is tilted closest to the sun. It is summer here. The South Pole is the coldest place on Earth. Earth is not perfectly centered in space. It is tilted. So the top and the bottom of Earth lean towards or away from the sun at different times of the year. That is why Earth has seasons. Places near Earth's equator or middle are always tilted close to the sun. Those places do not have seasons. They stay warm all year. Rocket says other planets in our solar system are tilted. They have seasons as well. Beyond Earth. The closest object to Earth is the moon. The moon is a smaller rocky ball that orbits around our planet. Earth's gravity keeps the moon close. The moon's gravity affects Earth too. It tugs on planets' oceans that causes high and low tides. And this little picture says, a high tide is when the ocean rises. Water levels sink at low tide. So here's the beach, high tide, low tide. And Rocket says it would take 6 months to get to the moon if you could drive there in a car. It'd be a really long time. The moon is about 1/4 the size of Earth. People have visited only one place in the solar system besides Earth. That is the moon. Astronauts first walked on its surface in 1969. Astronauts also traveled to the International Space Station, or ISS. The ISS is a science lab that orbits our planet. Astronauts from all over the world live and work there. That would be a cool job. The International Space Station has lots of room. It is larger than a 6-bedroom house. Whoa, that's big. This page says some telescopes use many large dishes to detect signals from space. Scientists use telescopes to see far into space. They also send spacecrafts to study stars and other planets, but they have yet to find any place exactly like Earth. Some spacecraft search for other places with life in our solar system and beyond. Worlds with alien life could be out there, just waiting to be discovered. And Rocket says, what do you think? Is there life on other planets? That's a good question, Rocket. Okay, so this is kind of a craft, but kind of a snack too. So you take 2 graham crackers, and that makes the tectonic plates, and you smear frosting on wax paper, and then you move the plates, and it could create a pretend earthquake. It's just showing you how our land moves. It's kind of neat. So if you have that frosting at home and some graham crackers, you can give it a try. And then at the end of our book, it defines some of the vocabulary. This says atmosphere, layers of gases that surround a planet, continents, 7 large land masses of Earth, gravity, it's the force that pulls things toward each other. There is very little gravity in space. An orbit, travel in a circular path around a planet or the sun. That was a great factual book. So, do you think it was fiction or nonfiction? If you guessed nonfiction, you're right. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. I'll see you soon.